I took this test a total of 4 times and I basically got the same results. The first 2 times I did it, I got ESFP. The third time I did it, I got ISFP. And the fourth time I did it, which was where I answered just yes or no, and I got, what was it? Hold on, what was it again? It's the mediator, so INFP. E stands for extrovert and I stands for introvert. But what if you're both? You know, I did say in a previous video that I am an ambivert. I do remember what I got for the whole introvert and extroverted part, so it was 51% extroverted and 49% introverted. So I don't know why they don't just remove the E and the I and put an A. So ASFP, I don't know. So this is basically an ESFP taking the Myers-Briggs test. First question, you enjoy vibrant social events with lots of people. I don't know what they mean by vibrant social events. If they mean like jumping off a mountain or doing drive-bys, then you know I'm all in for that. I don't know about lots of people though, you know, because someone might snitch. You know, me and my we pop snitches. You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet... What the f***? You often spend time exploring unrealistic yet intriguing ideas. I'm a YouTuber, so I think that answers the question in and out of itself. Your travel plans are more likely to look like a rough list of ideas than a detailed itinerary. I guess. We'll go with this one. You often think about what you should have said in a conversation long after it has taken place. No, I do not have the time for any of that, so I don't care. If your friend is sad about something, your first instinct is to support them emotionally, not try to solve their problem. Well, I'm gonna have to disagree with that. You see, because look, I just don't know how to comfort people. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like a mean guy or something like that, you know, I'm a very loving person. It's just like I don't, like, what do I do in situations like that, you know? The best I can do is give you a hug and like stay quiet. The moment I open my mouth, you're never gonna come to me again, trust me. People can rarely upset you. Yeah, that's true. I don't really get upset like that. So I mean, like, I get irritated and stuff, but like I don't get upset. You often rely on other people to be the ones to start a conversation and keep it going. Well, no, I'm a conversation starter, so I most of the times I start the conversations myself, but other times I just don't talk to you because I don't want to. So if you temporarily put your plans on hold, you make sure it is your top priority to get back on track as soon as possible. Well, that depends on what I want to do. Like, if I'm with my friends, like, if I really want to see my friends. So we're going to go with this one. You rarely worry if you made a good impression on someone you met. Very important question. I'm going to answer this very important question. I don't care. It would be a challenge for you to spend the whole weekend all by yourself without feeling bored. That's a disagree. That's a big red. You are more of a detail-oriented than a big picture person. Well, that really depends. You know, when we're talking about the things that I'm passionate about, like people and family that I love, my wife and stuff like that, then, you know, like, I'm like a perfectionist. But like, if you're not in that category, then... So then how do we answer this question then? We'll go with this one. Oh, would you look at that? Such a coincidence that this question was right below the question we just answered. When in a group of people you do not know, you have no problem jumping right into their conversation. Well, you know, that's how you make friends, so I do that all the time. Well, it depends. If I don't feel like talking on that day, like, I'll just look at you with my resting bitch face, but most of the times I'm not like that though, so... we'll go with this one. When you sleep, your dreams tend to be bizarre and fantastical. I mean, like, I don't know what they mean by any of that. Yo. We'll go with this one. In your opinion, it is sometimes okay to step on others to get ahead in life. Well, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and disagree with that. You are dedicated and focused on your goals, only rarely getting sidetracked. The problem with my goals and stuff and whatnot is it's a commitment issue. Not to say that I don't commit, is that I don't fully commit. So getting sidetracked and then forgetting about it is a problem that happens often with me, depending on what it is. If you make a mistake, you tend to start doubting yourself, your abilities, or your knowledge. Well, no, if you guys couldn't tell by the color of my hair, I'm a pretty bold, confident guy. So when at a social event, you rarely try to introduce yourself to new people and mostly talk to the ones you already know. Well, that is true. It depends on the party though. Social events, sure, but I'm not really a party person if we're talking about parties. Like at a party, you'd probably see me off in a corner or something. You know, you blink and I'm already at home. It's a 50-50 with this one if we're gonna answer this honestly. You usually lose interest in a discussion when it gets philosophical. You see, I saw the words lose interest and philosophical and I already knew the answer to this question. You would never let yourself cry in front of others. Crying was never a sign of weakness. It's another society says type of thing that I definitely do not follow. So whether I would let myself cry in front of others or not does not matter to me. You feel more drawn to places with a bustling and busy atmosphere than more quiet and intimate one. I disagree with that. You like discussing different views and theories on what the world can look like in the future. Absolutely not. I don't have the time for that. Who has the time for that? Not me. When it comes to making life-changing choices, you mostly listen to your heart rather than your head. Well, that's more on the 50-50 side. I feel like my hair says that loud and clear. You cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something that you cannot see, touch, or experience. So this is a question on religion. You usually prefer to get your revenge rather than forgive. I'm not a revenge type of guy. You often make decisions on a whim. My guys could definitely answer this question with 100% accuracy. If the time and date of this video being posted, which is probably on a very random day, completely out of the blue, and the color of my hair does not say anything to you, then you're very blind and I don't know what to tell you. The time you spend by yourself often ends up being more interesting and satisfying than the time you spend with other people. Well, I'm always by myself. Most of the time I'm sleeping, so there's nothing really interesting about that. So we'll go with this one. You often put special effort into interpreting the real meaning or the message of a song or movie. So yeah, like, English class was never my favorite, you know, especially now more than ever. Like, I dropped my English course this semester. So I feel like that answers the question in and out of itself. You always know exactly what you want. Well, you know, it's very hard to answer this question because, like, I don't mean to brag or try to flex on you guys or anything, but like, I'm very privileged. So when I'm not getting everything that I want, I usually always end up getting it eventually. So I don't know how to answer this question. You rarely think back on the choices you made and wonder what you could have done differently. Absolutely not. I have no regrets in my life. You know, back then in my prime, when I was a youth and I was bullying these kids, you know, I'd go back in time just to bully them and fight all of them again, girls included. When in a public place, you usually stick to quieter and less crowded areas. Well, but yo, I go where I need to go. Like, that's it. You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. Nah, I always plan and think for the future. You often have a hard time understanding other people's feelings. And this goes back to the question of, you know, the emotional support thing. So like, yeah, I don't know how to comfort people. I'm not good with that type of stuff, but I am a very empathetic person. So, you know, I may not do the best things and say the right things, but I do feel what you're going through. When starting to work on a project, you prefer to make as many decisions upfront as possible. We'll go with this one. When you know someone thinks highly of you, you also wonder how long it will be until they become disappointed in you. Well, you guys watched this video up until this point, right? So I'm gonna let you guys answer this question on your own. Like, I'm gonna take a minute and let you guys answer this question. I'm gonna just sit back here and let you guys answer and be like, yo. Okay, so the minute is over. If your answer was more on the red side, then you are very correct and you know me very well. You feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. Well, you know what? When school was open, I do that all the time. I have no problem talking to random people. So even if they look unapproachable like me. You often drift away into daydreaming about various ideas or scenarios. Yeah, I daydream all the time. You look after yourself first and others come in second. I had to learn that the hard way, you know, back when I was a youth. So I mean, like, more than ever, like, I'll drop you in a second over myself. Close friends excluded. Even when you have planned a particularly daily routine, you usually just end up doing what you feel like at any given moment. Yeah, that's true. Your mood can change very quickly. No, I'm usually happy throughout the day most of the time. My mood doesn't really change like that. You often contemplate the reasons for human existence or the meaning. Yeah, no, that's a disagree. You often talk about your own feelings and emotions. Well, if we're talking about, you know, checking someone and putting someone in place if they're doing something you don't like, then, you know, I do that in a heartbeat. If we're talking about opening up to someone, on the other hand, I will never open up. Never. Not even if it's my wife. You got a detailed education or career development plan stretching several years into the future. Well, yeah, of course. I'm not taking business classes for no reason now. You rarely dwell on your regrets. Like, yo, I told you, I've got no regrets in life. Spending time in a dynamic atmosphere with lots of people around quickly makes you feel drained and in need of a getaway. Oh, we're talking about dynamic activities, right? Like and stuff like that. Then like, yo, I'm not getting tired. Well, maybe a little bit. You see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary. No, I'm definitely a visionary. So, is that a disagree? Yeah, that's a disagree. You find it easy to empathize with the person who has gone through something you never had. Yeah, I told you guys, I'm a very, very empathetic person, so I feel everything and everything. Like, yo, I'm gonna expose myself a little bit here. I cry in the movie theaters all the time. There's always that one scene in every single movie that I've seen so far in the movie theater that makes me drop a tear. I don't know what, like, yeah, I'm just sensitive like that. Your personal work style is closer to spontaneous bursts of energy than to organized, consistent efforts. Yeah, that's true. Your emotions control you more than you control. Well, that's dangerous. You see, like, we can't have that. I need to keep myself in check before I go to jail. After a long, exhausting week, a fun party is just what you need. No, I need to go to sleep. Like, yo, my bed misses me. It doesn't like it when I'm away from it for too long. So I can't really be doing that now, can I? You frequently find yourself wondering how technological advancement... No, yo, what? No, I don't care about that. Well, maybe. You always consider how your actions might affect other people before doing something. Oh shit, what was the question? Sorry, I didn't see that. You still honor the commitments you have made even if you have a change of heart. Why would I do something I don't want to be committed to? Like, I'm already having trouble with commitment, so if I don't want to commit to it, I won't commit to it. You rarely feel insecure. Again, if the colors my hair have been over the past couple of months hasn't said anything to you, then I really don't know what to tell you. And now we're gonna see our results. Would you look at that? Wow, of course, ISFP. I'm still gonna stick with my ESFP result, mainly because of the introverted and the extroverted part. It was more split down in the middle, and the 1% was more on the extroverted side, so that one was a little bit more accurate. They could be two different things, but I don't care.